For sheer magnificence of sound, no listening experience rivals hearing a live symphony orchestra. Sometimes numbering 100 musicians, the symphony orchestra seems an almost casual sprawl of various instruments. However, these instruments divide into 4 very distinct sounding families: the strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. String instruments produce sound by drawing a bow of horsehair across strings suspended over an exquisitely crafted wooden body. In the orchestra, the strings far outnumber the other instruments and play the most often. They include 2 different sections of violins, a section of violas, a section of cellos, and a section of double basses. The woodwinds provide delicate color in the orchestra. They are played by blowing through a mouthpiece, which resonates air inside a tube. The primary woodwinds are the flute, oboe, clarinet, and bassoon. Much music also features their interesting cousins, the piccolo, English horn, E-flat and bass clarinet, and contrabassoon. The brass add power and energy to the orchestra. Brass players blow through a mouthpiece that resonates air in coiled metal tubes that fan out in a bell. The brass instruments are the trumpet, French horn, trombone, and tuba. Percussion instruments add spice to the orchestra, emphasizing rhythm and exotic effects by striking various materials together. The timpani, the bass drum, and the cymbals form the core of orchestral percussion. In an elaborate sonic dance, the orchestra balances and blends the 4 families of instruments to produce an infinite rainbow of tone colors. Listen, for instance, to Beethoven alternating the woodwinds and strings. Or Ravel, blending all the families to create waves of color. By dynamically changing orchestration, a composer makes the orchestra come alive. In the opening of Beethoven's 5th Symphony, we can literally see and hear music spreading throughout the entire symphony orchestra,